Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the December surprise mystery box from Double Dip Nails. This one is currently no longer available, but on the website you can go to the website and purchase the January surprise mystery box, and then if you sign up for the subscription you will be able to get every month after. But I'm going to be unboxing mine today. When we first open it up, we see a little insert card, and I do just quickly want to say I love like the red with the pine needles and just the overall holiday Christmassy theme. We also get some little like freebies or little stickers. I love how Double Dip Nails includes these. I just think it's so fun. You can put them on your water bottle, your laptop, anything. I just think it's so cute. And I actually just purchased a clear MacBook case for my MacBook, and should I cover it in stickers? I just thought about that, but that would be so cool, especially because of how many I received from Double Dip. So the first item we have are some Christmassy nail foils. They also did include crinkle paper to help decorate and also protect the items. But when I first saw these Christmas nail foils, I was super happy. I love like mystery boxes or like subscription boxes, especially when they fit like the theme of the holiday. It just makes it so much more exciting, and this one was so much fun. I've been wanting some new Christmas foils, even though like Christmas is coming like super fast. I still am going to keep pushing out some more Christmas nail sets. So I was very happy to get these nail foils, and these were one of my favorite items that were included in the box just because I think it is super fun to use nail foils. The next item that is included in the box is this little like box inside the box. And this is just to furthermore protect the bottles, but we have the new dip base and the dip top, and also a foil gel for the foils. This is the new dip base and the dip top. I actually did a video like I think maybe 2 back from this one. I'll put it up in the cards. But as you may know, if you watched that one, you do know that Double Dip Nails did improve their formula and the bottle for their dip base and the dip top, and I think it's really cool that they included that in their December box. The next item I was super excited about. This is some solid press-on glue gel. Recently I've been so into Gel X and gel extension nails. I just think it's so quick and really like a quick, easy way to get nail extensions. And I was so happy that this product was included. This product is technically not the Double Dip Nails brand, but I do hope that this goes on to their website because I loved it so much and I will be using it in today's video. The next item included is a little mini nail lamp, and this is perfect because it can be used to like cure on your nail tips, which of course I will be using this. It also does come with the plug. You will need to provide your own block, or of course you can just plug it into a USB port instead. And I really like this one because it does have an actual on and off button, so you can turn it on and you can turn it off. The next item, moving right along here, we have some nail tips, and we get I think like 12 of each. We have these ones here which are kind of like an almond shape, and these ones are actually like the pre-etched and pre-buffed. So the underneath surface is pre-etched and then the top surface is pre-buffed. And then we have this like square shape, and these ones are just shiny. They don't have any etching or buffing. These were really nice. I do wish you got a little bit more, but I feel like it's kind of just like a little sample, and maybe eventually they will be starting to sell these nail tips on their website, which my fingers are crossed because I absolutely loved their jelly tips, and they recently have not been getting those back in stock, so I'm really hoping that maybe those nail tips do come onto the website. The next item is 3 dip powders. We have Elf on Shelf, Mystery Color, and CP029 Christmas Cookie. I'm not sure if Elf on Shelf was a like typo, if the real name was supposed to be Elf on the Shelf, but either way, Those are the 3 dip powder shades. And then we also have the 3 square swatch sticks, so you are able to swatch your dip powders. Here's just a quick overlook of everything that was included in my December surprise mystery box. I do quickly want to give a big thank you to Double Dip Nails for sending this over to me as PR. And let's go ahead and now swatch the dip powders. So for the first color here, this is Elf on Shelf. I think that's so funny that the isn't there, but either way, when I first opened it, I realized that there was no seal. And I've noticed this with a lot of their other newer dip powders. They are not having their like seal on it anymore, and I do really hope that they go back to having the seal, because I do know that they did have to like change suppliers, and the actual dip jar is not the same as it used to be. But I'm really hoping that they get this resolved, because when I open a dip powder and I have like all this product all around it, this is my first time opening it, and I just like would have wasted all that powder if I wouldn't have done it over top of the insert card. It just creates a huge mess. My area gets full of dust, dip powder. My hands are all dusty and feeling like that dip powder feel. You know what I mean if you work with dip powder. But it is just not a clean thing, and I just really don't like it. So I am really hoping that they get those like seals back, so when we do open a dip powder, it doesn't look like this. We can just take off the seal and then it will like look like this. But anyway, sorry for my little rant there. I just hope that they do get the seals back. I'm just going to go ahead and open all of the dip powders. For each one, there was no seal, so I did have to clean it up. But all of the colors were super beautiful. One thing I do have to say though is I'm kind of hoping that for previous boxes or like some other boxes maybe, we get a like natural color. I don't really know how to say it. Just a regular color, not a glitter. I feel like it's very hard to create a nail set with these boxes if all you're receiving is glitter dip powders. Not that there is anything wrong with that at all. I absolutely am super thankful to be receiving these boxes. I really like these boxes. But when we are receiving like 3 glitters, I feel like it's always super hard to like think of a nail set or want to be able to use only products specifically from the box, just because I don't want to use like only glitter. Another thing that I also want to say about the glitter is I struggle a lot with the dip powders that have like the chunkier, thicker pieces of glitter, just because it is really hard for me to be able to apply it to the nail and not have those glitter pieces sticking up and poking out everywhere. So here are the dip powder swatches. This is after 2 coats of dip powder and also the activator applied. These are all very pretty. The middle one definitely reminds me of gingerbread, and the last one here was my favorite. I just really liked the like white iridescent, and then with the green and red sequins and the white snowflakes as well. And the first one was also very cute, giving like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now let's go ahead and jump into the nail set. For today's nail set, of course, I will be using products from the box, but I do quickly want to say that if you are interested in purchasing a mystery box from Double Dip Nails, I will go ahead and leave the link to the box down in the description box below. Of course, you will not be able to get the December box because it is already sold out and unavailable at this time, but you can sign up to receive the January box. And if you do want to do that, you can use the discount code BSMYSTERY and also add the essential dip liquids to your cart. And then when you go to checkout and type in BS Mystery, the essential dip liquids will become completely free. So I think that's a pretty good deal, especially if you are interested in getting a mystery box. And I always think they have very cute and fun items, and it's just like getting a Christmas present every single month. But now let's go ahead and jump into the nail set. So of course these 2 nail tips shapes were included, but I decided I wanted to go with something a little bit longer and a different shape. So I'm going to be using the jelly tips from and these are from Bellavina Double Dip Nails, and these are just the long coffin. There is nothing wrong with the nail tips that were included. I just wanted to go with something a little bit longer because I did want to use some foils, and with shorter nails it's just a little bit harder to get like a full like image transfer. So I kind of wanted to add a little bit more space to the nails, so I went ahead and sized these out. And these are also gel nail tips, so when you are working with like gel extensions or a solid glue gel, it is always best to use gel nail tips instead of using plastic because it will help your nail tips last a lot longer. So I did not show any prep, but I do have some videos up on my channel where I go more in depth on how to make your gel extensions last for as long as possible, the helpful prep tips and tricks, and all of that. So I will leave a couple links to those up in the cards, but if you just look at my channel, you can probably see any of those videos and find them. But today I did not do it just because it is a very repetitive process and I do feel like I do it a lot. So I just went ahead and applied my peel off base coat off camera. What I do with every single one of my nail sets, because I am going to be popping them off because I am a content creator and needing to create more content. But if you do want your nails to last, make sure you are going in with a good prep routine, such as using a primer, dehydrator, buffing, filing, and pushing back any of that dead cuticle. Another very helpful tip is to etch the inside of your nail tips. Those short oval ones that were included in the box were actually already pre-etched and pre-buffed for you, which is really nice. I did not go in with any etching just because, like I said, I'm going to be popping these nails off. But as you can see, I just jumped right in and I'm taking that solid glue gel, applying it to the nail's tip, lowering it down onto my natural nail, making sure it's straight, trying to avoid any air bubbles, and then I place it into that mini nail lamp for a quick flash cure. So as you can see here, I'm just going to run through the process pretty quickly, even though this isn't really sped up or sped up at all, just because I kind of wanted to keep it at a like normal speed so you can see really how fast it is. But you can see me just taking the nail tip and scooping out some of that solid glue, and then I kind of use my glove to press it down. Keep in mind that when you are using this type of product or any gel product, you do want to try to avoid touching it with your skin, because that can result in giving you an allergy, just because most gel products do contain a product called HEMA, and that can result in giving an allergy to your skin if you do touch it a lot. So it is always best to use gloves or just avoid in general touching it. When the gel is cured though, it is a completely different story, but you do just want to make sure that you are curing the gel fully and not leaving it uncured. You can see me just kind of move it around, place it on the nail. I do a quick flash cure just to hold it in place, and then I do a full cure of 60 to 30 seconds in the nail lamp, and then I go in with a little bit of filing. I'm taking a hand file to crisp up the shape, my Bellavina e-file, which is a very good e-file if you are looking for a new one. I highly recommend this one, and I think I have a discount code where you can get it 40% off, so just check the description box for that if you are interested and looking to purchase a new e-file or just overall a good one. But I have my cuticle ball bit on there, and I'm just taking that to clean up around the cuticle and also seal in the cuticle. And then I will be taking a buffer to remove the shine from the nail tip and repeating that to all of the other nails, and then I will be ready for my dip powder application. I do quickly want to talk about the solid glue gel product a little bit. I loved this product so much. I recently tried a solid glue gel from Betsy. I loved it, and I have the same thoughts about this one. I love it so much. It is so easy to use, and I just love how you don't have to hold the nail tip for it to stay in place. You're able to take your hand off and make sure it's straight before you do go in to cure, and that is one reason why I really love this product, and I really hope that Double Dip Nails puts it on their website to purchase. So now I'm ready for my dip powder application. I decided to use Christmas Cookie 469 Toffee Pecan, and I also decided to use the DC36 Joy to the World. This is actually from their new December dip powder collection. Here are the swatches side by side. I thought these went perfectly with the Christmas cookie color that was included in the box. I am taking that dip base, which is the new formulated dip base. This does air dry. You will not need a curing lamp. It is just like their last or previous dip base essential dip liquid, but they did improve the formula and also the brush and the bottle. And because I am doing my dip powder application on some full cover nail tips, I don't really need to worry too much about building a structure or an apex for the nails. Because these are jelly tips, they do already provide a very good structure and a pretty good apex overall for the nails. So I am just going straight in and focusing the dip powder only on the entire nail surface and focusing more on the color versus building up the nail. As you can see, I did kind of forget to mix the nude powder, so the first layer is a little bit more shimmery and a little bit more orange, but after I realized and remembered that I probably should have mixed the powder first, I did go ahead and mix it, and then I am going in with my second layer here. When you are using any type of powder, whether it being dip powder or acrylic, before you use it, it is always best to give it a good shake or a good stir. After I was finished with the nude powder, I did only do 2 layers of that just because I'm not going to be keeping these nails on, and I thought that pretty much built up the color enough for me. I'm now going to move on to the Christmas cookie, which is the glitter dip powder included in the kit, and I'm going to be doing this color on my ring finger and also on my thumb. I did go ahead and pour it out into this little tray because it is a chunkier glitter dip powder, and when I am using glitter dip powders, I like to pour it out into a tray, a cupcake liner, whatever the case may be, and fully immerse or dip the nail straight in directly into that glitter and right on top of it, just because I have found this the easiest way to try to pick up those bigger, chunkier glitter pieces instead of like pouring or dipping straight into the jar. I just find doing it this way is a lot easier. Once I do finish with the dip, I try to move around the sequins a little bit or kind of place them more or less where I want them. And then after I have that first coat and that's brushed away, I will go ahead and go in with a second coat. And also for that second coat, since it is going to be the top layer, I do also add on or remove any sequins that I may not want to be there. And for my pinky, I am just going to be using the red color, repeating the exact same steps as I did with the nude, just pouring over the powder, beginning with my first layer, and then I let that dry. I brush away any remaining dust, and also using a wooden stick to clean around the cuticle area has helped tremendously with making my cuticles look a lot cleaner. So if you're struggling with your cuticles looking very like crusty or like not as clean as you want it to look, definitely recommend trying to use a wooden stick and cleaning it up before the powder completely dries. But then I just went in with a second layer and brushed away the dust, and then I went ahead and pulled out the 000 clear base, which is just a clear dip powder, and I am using this to encapsulate the glitter. When you are using a glitter dip powder, it is very important to encapsulate it before you go in with any filing or buffing, so you don't remove any of the glitters. You can also go in and encapsulate with clear acrylic or clear polygel as well, but I just went ahead and stuck with the clear dip powder. After I was completely finished, I did make sure that I brushed away all of the dust, which is a very important step when you are working with dip powder and using your essential dip liquids, because it can ruin the dip liquids. But after that, I'm now just applying a generous coat of activator to all of the nails. I went ahead and let that dry for about 5 minutes just to make sure the nails were completely hard. If you do not apply enough activator, you will run into gummy areas, and that just means that the dip powder has not like hardened and it is not ready for filing. So after letting it dry and letting the dip powder harden, I'm now going in with some very minimal filing. Another reason why I absolutely love using full cover tips is because if you keep a very clean and precise application, there is really not much filing at all. So I just went ahead, used a hand file to crisp up the shape, and then I'm using a buffing block to buff over the surface of the nails just to make sure it is completely smooth. I did only show one nail on camera just because it's very quick and easy for me to do. It doesn't take long at all, and I just felt like it was a repetitive process, but I did go ahead and repeat the same exact steps to the other nails, and they are looking so good. I was so obsessed with how this set was looking. After I was finished filing, I am now going in with a second layer of activator. Again, a very generous coat of this. Just because I did file, I do just want to go back in and make sure the nails are completely hard so I don't have any gummy layers, and this activator just soaks through all of the layers of dip powder. After I was finished with applying the activator and I let that dry, I'm now going to use this nail foil. This was actually the one I showed in the beginning. I fell in love with how cute it looked. It was just a very cute Christmassy nail foil, so I decided I would use this one in today's nail set. It also matched perfectly with the colors of dip powder I was using, so I am just going to be using this nail foil on both of the nude nails. So I cut out a piece of that foil and then cut it in half so it would fit on both of the nails. And the nails were still pretty short. I mentioned at the beginning I didn't use the ones in the kit because I wanted a longer nail so more of the foil could show. But these ones were still pretty short, honestly. I wish I would have cut out the foil and like cut out the specific little like pieces that I wanted to kind of have it be more like a sticker, just because I didn't feel like placing it on the nail, it didn't have enough space on the nail and I didn't get as much foil as I wanted, but it still turned out really cute. I'm taking that foil glue, which was included in the mystery box, applying a nice thin coat of that to the nails. I then cured for a full 60-second cure, which is very important when you are using a foil glue, foil gel. You want to make sure you follow the directions very well or you are going to have troubles applying your foils. So I kept that in for the full 60-second cure, and then I just went ahead and placed the foil on top of the nails and just rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. You can use your finger, you can use a silicone tool, whichever is easier for you. Just make sure you keep on rubbing and rubbing until you think the image has transferred. When you do get the feeling that the image is transferred, go ahead and lift it up very slowly, and if you see the image is not fully transferred, just go ahead and push it back down and keep on rubbing for a little bit longer. After I was finished with the foil, I didn't really feel like there was anything else I wanted to add to the set. I felt like it was a short, simple, and cute holiday set, so I decided I would just go in with my no wipe top coat. I really love this top coat. It is a super nice consistency. It's not like super thin, but it's not super thick and hard to apply, but it does have that thicker like consistency and I really love it. So I went ahead, applied that, cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm taking the double dip cuticle oil, applying that to my cuticles nails to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. I really love this cuticle oil. It just feels so nourishing and smells so good. But here is the finished set. I loved these nails so much. I thought they were so cute. I really loved the Christmassy themed nail foils and also the like glittered sequined dip powder. Even though I did kind of struggle a little bit since the sequins were a little bit larger, I still think it looked so good and so cute. A very nice, short, and simple holiday set and would be perfect for any Christmas party. But yeah, I just want to say that. Go ahead and check the description box if you are interested in any products that I did use or mention. If you are interested in getting the Double Dip Nails Surprise Mystery Box, make sure you do use code BSMYSTERY because you can get a free set of essential dip liquids. And who doesn't like free stuff? But I will be going ahead and linking that in the description box. If you are still watching, leave a snowflake below. That way I know you've made it to this far. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.